Do 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 do. Crash down. Break. It's got me nervous. What's up, guys? Christmas Chess Sports Cards here for a fun Sunday night. That is why my razor blade is not working for poop. It is totally jagged. Anyway, we are doing 2021 Donruss Optic third case break number 4. 9:27 on the clock. We're starting at 9:30, so just hang out for a minute. We'll get rolling. Thanks for joining us tonight. Do I have another razor? That's the question. Do 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 do. There's my camera. Should set up a second camera. Always need to see my ugly face. Thought I had it on here somewhere, but alright, we'll get through tonight. Stick with Bluey tonight. Did good for his last night, so. What up, da 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 da. Alright. Got a couple people. They're pulling Scherzer. 79 pitches. They're pulling Scherzer. Well, Johnny, what's up, buddy? How you doing? I see you switched it up a little bit tonight, John. Oh, you still got the Brewers, of course. But what was in this one, right? Yeah, Seattle. Nice. Let's see, we can't pull you some Seattle fire, my friend. Was it good? My son wants to watch it, and I mean, I've seen him over the years. That is a franchise. There's a really, what is that thing called on Netflix? There's a really interesting series on there, if you've ever seen it before, about movies like the movies that shaped our lives, it's called, or something like that. And one just came on where, like in the past, it was only like a few movies. This one, they put out a whole bunch. And one of them, with the first episode, I think is Halloween. And like how they made the original Halloween. And that there's absolutely, I never even realized this before, there's no blood in the first Halloween. Because they basically couldn't afford it. It was done so cheap. But like, I mean, basically when they made it, it was an independent film before anybody knew what an independent film was called, or before it had a name, but then they've built this massive franchise. I don't even know how many Halloween movies there are at this point, but And it's pretty interesting, though. I didn't get to finish it. I only watched like the first 20 minutes of it, but that show's pretty cool. Like, if you've never checked it out before on Netflix, the movies that shaped our lives or something like that, it's called. The first one they did like Die Hard. Um, what else was in it? I watched them all. Die Hard was really interesting, like how they filmed the whole thing and everything. Like they filmed it at night in L.A. They had no money whatsoever. Um, Using Bruce Willis was like the only guy they could basically get because Bruce Willis. I mean, you're my age. You remember he was just on TV. He was on Moonlighting at the time, and he was popular on there, but he wasn't like a huge household name. And it was just really interesting how they did the whole thing, and what a massive hit it turned into. Anyway, all right, what is going on, guys? Sunday fun day. Hope everyone had a good day watching football or working. If you had to work, I apologize. Hope your teams all won, or at least your bets won. Yeah, Home Alone was one of them too. It was really good. Yeah, if you've never seen it, check that series out, man. It is really cool. Especially if you're a little older, like I'm in my late 40s. I know John is, like it's in your wheelhouse, for the years on the movies and stuff like that. But so if your team didn't win, I hope they covered whatever your bet was. If you are new to the channel, especially welcome. I'm Chris. This is Chef Sports Cards. A little bit about us. We've been around for over 3 years now. We break mostly baseball with a little bit of everything else mixed in. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands will move. Tonight we're doing 2021 Donruss Optic third case break number 4. Also, subscribe to that channel if you haven't yet. We do a free break every 1,000 subscribers we turn. It's a big break, a couple $1,000 worth of boxes. You want a chance to get into it, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel. Your name goes in the random, and who knows. And once you subscribe once, your name will forever be in the random. We will always do it when we hit another 1,000. So even if you subscribe now and you don't get in the one that's coming up, you might get in the next one. You never know. So I went last night to it. Yeah, took football money today. So, Chris, you didn't like the new Halloween, but John, you did? All right. Let's go over the teams. Let me get my mint. So I have minty fresh breath. Not that it matters, because, but what in the world was that? Some weird noises coming from my son. All right. D-backs, Enrique V. Braves, Michael H. Orioles, Joseph P. Red Sox, Michael H. Cubs, David G. White Sox, Jared G. Reds, Brian H. Indians, Rory D. Rockies, Chris F. Chris still working, is going to work on that story rainbow. Tigers, Rodney H. Royals, Enrique V. Astros, Eric M. Angels, Rodney H. Dodgers, Jared G. Brewers, Elijah M. Twins, Chris F. Marlins, Joseph P. Mets, Stephen G. Yankees, Preston R. A's, Chris F. Phillies, Rodney H. Pirates, Enrique V. Cardinals, Joseph P. Padres and Giants, Iris P. Mariners, John T. Rays, Troy M. Rangers, Chris F. Blue Jays, Michael H. And finally, Nationals, Phil S. Could see what was going to happen before it happened. Yeah, well, again, I mean, how much are you, I mean, you can't it's a Halloween movie, It's just kind of, silly entertainment. How much can you ask for, you know what I mean? All right, what do we got here? Seeing who's paid and who's not paid. We got a couple, but I think we're good. All right, we've been having some issues lately with non-payments. It's, an issue that comes up every now and again. What are you going to do? All right, guys, here we go. Let's check out Optic. Our first case was very nice to us. Let's hope our second case does as well for us. First case, we had a 101 gold vinyl, couple greens to 5, and it did nice by us. We were pulling some serious fire last night. Let's pull some tonight too. That's a plus if you didn't fall asleep, because I would fall asleep. That's one of the worst problems I have. I cannot go to a movie theater anymore. I fall asleep anytime I go to a movie theater. It doesn't even matter if I like the movie. I just get in there, it's all dark, cold, you know, and I'm like, I'm done. Cronenworth and Soto. You want at least one hot box? All right, well, hey, I can't, you know. I just take them off the top, my friend. It is a fresh case, so you got some pretty good chance. Believe me, I want us to have at least one also. Grisham, Mickey Moniak, and Kerstad rated prospect. You want a Jared auto? Soto 101? Okay. Pulled a beautiful Soto last night out of Gypsy Queen. We pulled some craziness last night. Scherzer hollow and Pearson the rookie. So let's hope these fingers are still rolling hot from last night. Even that, I was going through that Bowman Light that we opened. My gosh, there was a crazy amount of top parallels in that too. Tim Anderson, Garrett Cole, and Matt Chapman. Is that a purple velocity? What are they numbering? To 99, 84 of 99. I didn't realize they were doing purple velocity. It's usually pink and teal. C.J. Abrams, a rated prospect. One Jared auto. Okay. I'll tell you what, Jared Kalenic, that was so funny last night. Whoever had Seattle in the Trey Turner hollow, in the gold label, he was like, I just wanted some Jared Kalenic cards. There was not one single Jared Kalenic in that whole half case. But, you know, he got a $500 Ichiro auto on top of everything else. And he got Tatis Diamond Kings. And there was not one single Kalenic rookie card in that whole. I was going through it this morning. So I think the alternative was okay for him. One Soto Diamond King hollow. Oh, we got the old Braves and Dodgers in a 2-2 tie again. It's like deja vu of last night. Stanton. Barry Larkin. Yeah. Chris, I was going through, because I actually took a picture for Instagram. I didn't put it up yet. There were like 7 black and white cards in there that paid for their spots. Easy. And for Miami, Trevor Rogers, rated rookie, on card. Not too shabby. Trevor Rogers, good pitcher. 84 of 150. Yeah, there was. And, you know, the last one we did, Miami is Joseph. There you go, bud. Because the last light box break we did, there was only seriously like 4 black and white firsts in all 4 boxes. And then in the one we did last night, there was like 15, and like 6 or 7 of them were all paid for their spots. So, which is what we want, baby. That's what we want. You got Robert from a pack, from a single pack. That's awesome, man. Is that a rookie or second year? Somebody bought my Rosarena auto on my store today out of nowhere. It'd been on there for like a year. I had this Pink Velocity rated rookie. And I was always surprised it hadn't sold. Like, it always sits there. And there's a ton of watchers on it and everything. Tanner Houck rated rookie Black Stars to 149. And I was always kind of surprised it never sold. Like it'd been sitting there for like a year. I don't know where today. Someone just up and bought it. It's weird how that works. Libertor rated prospect. Chapman Rooker. There's a Pache rated rookie hollow. Judge. I'm amazed at how much I dislike regular Donruss baseball, but love Donruss Optic. I mean, it's the same damn thing. It's just Chrome cards, which, I mean, obviously makes a big difference. But, like, anytime when Donruss comes out, I get it. And you're always excited because it's an early product and, you know, this and that. But, like, I start opening, I'm like, I really don't like regular Donruss for some reason. Sixto, the Rookies Hollow, Casey Mize. But Optic, which is basically the same thing, Chrome, I love it. I'm a little weird. What can you say? A pack of what? Yeah, Optic is much better. The cards, everything about them is much better. But you got it out of a pack of what, Chris? Patino, Goldschmidt, and for Houston, Christian Javier rated signature series. Retro signature series. Oh, out of Optic. Nice. Very nice. Who's got Houston? My man, Eric. Eric M. over in Germany. Good for him. There you go, buddy. That was awesome. For anybody who was here for the last break last night, Eric M. was here. He's a very regular with us, but he is hardly ever in the chat because he lives in Germany. He's from Texas originally, but he lives and works in Germany, so he doesn't come on the chat too often. I think he said it was like 6 in the morning when he was on with us last night. Alec Baum, rated rookie, Realmuto Hollow. He is a massive Astros fan. He always buys the Astros. Marte, Daz, and a pink velocity Zach Gallen for Arizona. Numbered 69 of 249 for Enrique. Jordan. What do you pay for a pack of Optic, Chris? I'm just kind of curious at your local card shop. Gleiber, Kim, Tristan Cassis rated prospect hollow, and Hoppa. Because there's some really weird pricing out there with Optic right now, especially if you look at like the guys that like the blowouts and the David Adams and places like that. Like some have huge. Like you can buy it on blowout right now for like $140 a box, but it's still like $175 on David Adams. Which $140 is where it should be. It should have never been as high as it was when it first came out. I mean, it was absurd, but there are definitely some price disparities out there on Optic right now. $7 a pack. So $7 a pack. What are these? 20 packs per box. So it's $140. Yeah, that's probably about where it should be, I guess. Not a bad pull for a $7 pack, my friend. All right, Merrifield, Altuve hollow. Why are they showing an Avengers commercial on the baseball game? The end. What is this? It's just the beginning. I'm sorry, I'm like a Marvel freak. Oh, the Eternals. Okay. I was like, wait a second, what is that? I'm like totally addicted to those movies. funny. My wife, who, it's well known that I'm like a science fiction comic, geek, basically. Uh, my wife has watched some of the Marvel movies here and there, and she's liked them, the ones she saw. I know, like, she saw Black Panther and I think one or two of the Captain America movies or whatever. Again, jeez. Trevor Rogers again for Miami. Signature series this time, not rated rookie. For Joseph. Go, bud. I did. Well, I never. No, I didn't go to the theater. I watched Black Widow when it came on Disney. I, of course, have Disney Plus because, when I'm bored or don't know what I want to watch, I just end up putting a Marvel movie on, basically. I'm just a nerd. That's all there is to it. But, I was always like singing the praises of how good the movies were, the Marvel movies in the sense. So last year, yeah, it was last year. My wife had to have surgery. Actually, she had to have a couple surgeries for a few things, and she was laid up. And Trey Turner Hollow. And she told me, I'm going to do the whole thing after the surgery. Like when I'm laid up, I'm going to watch all the way through, nonstop. How long it takes me, And she sat there in Disney and did the timeline and watched the whole thing. And she agreed it was damn good. There is a red, white, and blue Jonathan India rated rookie. Nice one for Cincinnati. Numbered 192 of 199. Brian. There you go, buddy. Nice one. But it's funny, too, because especially now, I don't know what you guys do or don't watch, but especially with, like, the television shows on Disney and all that, that have been coming out, Loki, and, like, they're still all connected, And I'll bring it up to my wife, and I'll be like, you remember in... And she's like, how do you remember all this crap? Like, I don't know. Romuto. I'll say, you remember in this movie where this happened and that happened? She's like, yeah, I guess. Like, I've just watched them too many times. And for Texas, Shirt and Apostle, Pink Velocity. I love Pink Velocity autos. I think they just look awesome. Pink Velocity Auto 275, 36 of 75. For Texas, Chris F. There you go, buddy. Okay, that was our second auto already, so I'm betting this is an auto hot box. That's my feelings. So everybody keep their fingers crossed for that next auto. Usually if you have this few packs in, you're pretty well on your way to an auto hot box. Miggy. Whoop. Riley Green, rated prospect hollow. And Sammy, Slammin' Sammy. So funny. I'm not sure if I told you guys this story, but, well, John or Chris can remind me if I did, but, oh, we have another auto coming. Yes, we do. Chance Cisco. Wow. It's a name I wasn't expecting. Chance Cisco for Baltimore. Hollow, not numbered. That's the throwback, the 87 throwback or whatever it is. 91, I can't remember. It's a nice looking card. Just not a name I was expecting to pull. Baltimore's Joseph. My gosh, Joseph, you got the right teams tonight, buddy. So there is a very cool shop. If anybody lives in the Philadelphia area, and there's always a few who do, there's a very cool shop in Northeast Philadelphia called the Garden of Earthly Delights. It has been around for better part of 50 years. And the reason it's called the Garden of Earthly Delights is it was an ice cream shop at one point, like 60 years ago. And this gentleman bought it and turned it into a comic book shop. William Contreras, a rated rookie, Pink Velocity to 249 for the Bravos. Michael H. So anyway, I'm not really a comic book guy. I never was. I mean, I love the movies, but like, I like the movies because I watch the movies. I do know some of the stories, basic stuff. I used to read a few when I was a kid, but I wasn't like a, crazy comic book, like collecting or anything like that. But it was a part of my life in a way, I guess. Anyway, this guy has his comic book shop, and he sells cards too. Um, he does everything there because they do these big like Magic and Pokemon tournaments there and stuff. They make a killing doing those things. These kids come from like all over the tri-state area, and on a Sunday they'll have like 100 teenagers in their basement playing Magic for money, which I'm sure is probably not legal, but um, it's like a buy-in almost, like a Texas Hold'em tournament. I don't know how any of that works. Those games, so I'm not sure how they win or whatever. But anyway, the guy sells baseball cards, and I buy a fair amount of cards from him because he buys direct. Um, Diamond Kings, Trevor Story Hollow, a little print mark in there. Um, he gets some really good prices, and he sells wholesale to me. So, he'll call me up when he's got stock and say, "Oh, I got this, I got that, whatever." So I go up there on a fairly regular basis. Usually once every week or two. Some Cruz, and for Cleveland, Daniel Johnson. Man, that's a pretty card for Cleveland. That is a very pretty card. 99 of 125 for Rory. There you go, bud. So anyway, I was up there like 2 weeks ago. Like I said, I'm usually there maybe, say like 3 times a month I'm there. And the guys are really cool who run the place. And, whenever I go in, it's not just picking up and buying. It's always hanging out for a half hour, chatting and this and that, and talking about cards and, all the nerdy stuff. And this guy was in there, and he came in, and he was like, "Do you guys have any like horror fiction books?" Now, you have to understand what this store is like. I mean, they must have 1,000,000 comics if they have one. I mean, it's Harper Unleashed Hollow. I mean, it's not, like, obviously they do, So the guy behind the counter, this guy John, who I'm friends with, he goes, "Oh yeah, there's a whole section over here and this and that," and he points him over there, and the guy goes over there and starts looking through the books, and we keep talking. Matt Chapman, Blue Velocity, 43 of 99 for the A's. Chris F. And this guy's pretty intently looking at the comics over there, right? And I did hear him mention that he had read The Walking Dead. It was the first comic he had ever read. He really enjoyed it, and he's looking for something kind of in that vein, And the guy was like, "Yeah, sure, all our horror comics are over here, blah, blah, blah." Yachty Hollow. So after about 5 minutes or so, we're sitting there chatting, and the guy like interrupts us, and he's like, "Hey, can I ask you a question? Do you know which one of these are any good?" And the manager, John, he's like, straight face, totally straight face. It was hilarious. Like, "Oh, I don't read comics." And it was like, Kybert Ruiz, rated rookie. Nice one for the Dodgers. That is black, that one. To 50, 20 of 50. And you got to understand, this is like, somebody like working in the biggest steak place you ever seen and being a vegetarian. Like you're just not expecting it at all. And he just totally straight faced like, "Oh, I don't read comics. I don't know anything about them." It's like, the look on this guy's face is just like, okay. Adley rated prospect. You had to be there to realize how funny it was at the time. But they deal in everything there, though. They deal in coins. They deal. Ronnie Mauricio rated prospect hollow. Garrett Cole. I mean, you name it. If you can make $1 off it, these guys buy it. It's crazy. Toys. Oh, the toys are everywhere in this place. And let me move some bassy bass. All right, box number 3. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's a really fun story. I try to talk about it, and I asked the owner. The owner's like 80 years old. This guy Chuck, he's so nice. And I asked him a while ago if, especially because I was buying from him, and I do. Like I said, I mean, I probably spend, I'd say at least $5 grand a month with them. I mean, I spend a lot more than that on cards, but I mean, with them, I spend at least $5 grand a month. And I asked him, I said, "Do you want to do a video of the store, like, and put it on my channel? I'll put it as like the featured thing, you know, to get him a little business or whatever." He's like, "Nah, that's okay." Like, all right. Alec Baum, the rookie's hollow. It's like he's just one of those guys. He's like old school. Like, nah, it's okay. We're doing all right. Like, well, you know, I do have a couple thousand subscribers. I mean, it might bring you a little business. It's okay. All right. Bieber, Santander, Cassis. It's a fun place though. If you're ever in Northeast Philadelphia, if you're in the area, check it out. It's like a little hole in the wall. Very cool place. You will find some interesting stuff there. Pete Alonso, and they always have a good selection of baseball cards too. Not so much. They don't really carry football too much. I mean, they have some. I don't think they carry any basketball. I don't remember ever seeing any there. But baseball, if you're into baseball cards, they do. They carry a pretty good stock there. All right, so we've had one hot box so far. Maybe we'll get another one. That'd be nice. Ryu, Joe Adell rated rookie, Shohei. So we got Bowman Chrome coming up at 10:30 tonight. Put it out there. And for the Phillies, Rafael Marchand, a rated rookie. Man, where's Wayne tonight? He's going to be upset. Whoops. 32 of 75 on the Marchand. Mike, what's up, buddy? So later in the week, Thursday, when we're back, I got some Platinum. Platinum just came out. Walmart exclusive. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get, to be honest with you, but we have a 4 hobby box break of Platinum on Thursday night with some more Optic. And then next weekend, I think we're looking at an all Bowman weekend next weekend. I got some light and some hobby boxes of Chrome. Sterling. We got some more draft. We're back on the draft. 2020 draft jumbo. And I got some mega boxes too. So we might have an all Bowman weekend next weekend. That'd be fun. Hey, Cabrian Hayes, rated rookie. And Jeffers. Cabrian Hayes has very much eluded us so far in Optic. I do not know why. In the first case of Optic, we had one base rated rookie, Cabrian Hayes, and that was it. So hopefully this case will bring us some more goodies. There's a Wander Franco rated prospect hollow for Tampa Bay. Nice one there. Joe Adell, the rookies. Tampa is Troy. There you go, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. I think, I mean, it's actually going higher than that now from what I saw today. I actually had somebody who breaks with us contact me. He found them first. Campusano rated rookie to 125, 6 of 125. A regular that you guys don't really know, he's never in the chat. He ran into some and called me and was like, "There are 5 boxes on the shelf. Do you want me to buy them?" And I was like, "Yeah, buy." I was like, "I'll take 4 of them if you want the other one, you know." And I think I gave him like 70. I think they were selling for 65 or 69 or something like that. I don't remember exactly how much they were. I think they're usually $69.99, right, or something like that. I think I gave them like 80 a box or whatever. But I was looking on eBay today, and a lot of people have them listed at like 100, 110. So, hey, speak of the devil, see, I made something good happen. Brian Hayes, hollow rated rookie, nice one there. Yeah, man, Carson Wentz is looking good. He's looking good. I like Carson Wentz. I still do. Although I think the longer he's gone and the more I hear people talk, he had some real personality issues from what, I mean, he had issues on and off the field, but I guess it sounds to me more and more you hear about, and the farther he is away from the Eagles, that he did not gel so well in the locker room with other players and stuff. So I guess maybe he's a lot better than Jalen Hurts, I can tell you that. Carlos Correa, Diamond Kings. Spirit is 76, numbered 60 of 76. Carson Wentz is a good player, man. Say what you want, this and that. The guy could play. And yes, I think Foles winning the Super Bowl might have screwed him up mentally a little bit or whatever. But if you put him in the right system, he could have a lot of success. Tom Seaver hollow. Yeah, Colts, Cowboys, Cardinals. So, did the boys end up winning that game? They did, right? Or didn't they? I was watching, but I didn't see the very end. I know they went to overtime. There's the Machado crisis. I have to buy one of these of a player just to say I have one in my collection with the toilet paper on it. You can't, you can't not have a toilet paper card of someone. Machado, Rushman. They're not numbered, the crisis ones. They're just parallel. Well, Colts did well. Cardinals did well. Cowboys, they went to overtime and won, right? Yeah. Didn't they? Yeah. It's positive they did. Oh, for the Phillies, again, number to 35, Alec Baum. Very nice hit. Teal Velocity. Very nice hit for the Phillies. My man Rodney, nice hit, buddy. It's a pretty card, too. Bomb Teal Velocity to 35. Very nice hit. Eloy. $35 to $29. Oh, they scored a touchdown. Okay. Did that cover? I don't know. What was the spread on that game? Did the Cowboys cover? Endeavors, Pujols, Vladdy Daddy, and Kershaw. Cowboys covered? Okay. The whole betting thing is so crazy to me now. Like, I was, so I had to get new tires for my truck. Paul Goldschmidt, red, 26 of 60. Kyler's, he's looking good. That team's looking good. So anyway, maybe 5 months ago, I had to have one of the arms, like on the front axle of my truck, replaced. And when I got it replaced, I have a friend who's a mechanic who does stuff that's quite a bit cheaper than a regular shop, which is nice to have. Logan Gilbert, rated rookie hollow. Anyway, when he replaced it, he was like, "You got to get your tires replaced." He's like, "They're totally, they're unevenly worn because this was broken." And Joey Bart, rated rookie, and this and that. And I said, "Okay." And of course, just stuck it in the back of my mind and didn't think about it. So yesterday, I was running around doing some errands and stuff, and I actually had to go to the Northeast to meet up with the guys for the card shop. And I just happened to go out and I had my wheel turned, and I saw my one wheel, and there was literally the metal sticking out of my tire, like the metal from the radio sticking out of my tire. It was so worn, but it was all the way on like the inside of the tire, so like unless you were looking, you couldn't really see it. So I was like, oh man, I can't drive this. Like it looked like the tire was about to blow at any minute. So, I called Pep Boys, the usual, and got set up to get 4 new tires put on today. So, long story short, I went to Pep Boys and dropped it off, and the guy, it was actually really busy there. I thought, oh, it's Sunday at Pep Boys, and the one I go to is kind of out of the way, but it was busy as hell. So I was like, how long is it going to be? It was a Torkelson rated prospect. They said a couple hours, so I was like, I'll go down the road here. There's a restaurant down here. I'll get some lunch and sit there and watch football, and just let me know when it's ready. So I go in, and I didn't realize that they have machines in bars now that you can bet at. Like right next to the jukebox. So it's like, hey, you want to bet on football? Here you go. And all these guys were in there, yachty hollow, like placing their bets. Like basically in like a computer, and then I guess they pay out right at the bar. I was like, wow, this is out of hand. But we've also, in the past few years also have gotten like the machines and stuff, like the poker machines and all that type of stuff. Like in Pennsylvania, we didn't have any of that stuff before, not legally anyway. I mean, there were places where you could go, and it's so weird. Like you go to your local gas station and they have like a little room off to the side with like 5 or 6 like slot machines in there, and there are people like in there all day, like chain smoking and dropping nickels in there. The Cespedes rated prospect hollow for the White Sox. So but I was just surprised, and I sat there at the bar for like a couple hours while I was waiting for them to finish my tires. And these guys, man, I swear to God, I think the one guy was a bookie. He had like, he had a couple cell phones and a laptop with him. He was taking calls the whole time, placing bets and stuff, figuring like he'll cover what he wants to cover and then lay off whatever, you know what I mean? And he was just putting it in the machine right there. It's like, wow, I really don't pay attention to gambling. I'm not a gambler, so they make it easy. I'll tell you. I feel bad for people who have gambling issues. You know what I mean? Like, at least back in the day, you had to get yourself to Atlantic City or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you had to at least put some work into to be a degenerate. Now, you just go to your local bar and they'll take care of you just fine. How much did the tires? $833 total for 4. They had like a buy 3 get a 4th free. There's a Luis Rodriguez, a rated prospect for the Dodgers. So it was like they were like $230 a piece. The tires are pretty big. I drive an F-150, so they're like 275 65 R18s or something like that. But they were doing, Cooper had a special where it was like if you buy 3 you get 1 free. So it was like, I think they were $220 a piece or something. But yeah, installation and everything was $833. I mean, I didn't think it was too bad. There was this poor woman was in there in front of me, and she was driving. I mean, look, I don't get on anybody for what they drive. It's a car. It gets you from point A to point B. I drove, for lack of a better term, shit boxes most of my life until the last 10 years. This poor woman, she had like I don't even know what it was. It had to be like an 88 Cutlass or something like that. I mean, it was beat up. But it was running, and she needed new tires, and the guy was like going over her options, and she was just like, and he would go, well, you can get these and she just kept stopping. I want the cheapest tire you have. Luis Castillo, red, white, and blue to 99 for Cincinnati. And like even when he said, and after she said it multiple times, like I want the cheapest tire you have. The guy would say, "Well, I have," and then she'd be like, "Do you have anything cheaper than that?" Like, and you wanted to say to the guy, like, "Dude, look outside at this woman's car. Like, if you got a half ball set in the back, you'll give her for $30. She'll take that. Like she's driving around like a $200 car." For Oakland, Dalton Jeffries, rated rookie. Yeah, I was looking on there at other tires and considering going more expensive and buying like all-terrain tires and stuff, but I don't do any of that nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, it's always nice to think like, oh, I'm going to go four-wheeling. I'm not going four-wheeling. I don't have that. I mean, I can in my truck, but eh. Why spend the money when I don't need it? You know. Although some of them look really cool. Jonathan India, rated rookie. Dean Kremer, rated rookie hollow. Devers. Ryu. Yelich. Diamond Kings. Carolina blue, 38 of 50 for Milwaukee. Milwaukee for Elijah. Falafel Machado. Well, that was weird. 3-card pack. Acuna. Maybe we'll have a extra in here. One, two, three, four. Now we got Jip the card. Judge, Tejada, and Andres Jimenez for the Mets, a rated rookie. I'll tell you, it's really a shame that Optic can't do, 72 or 75. I know it's obviously the license or whatever, but the rated rookie on-card autos are always so nice looking, the parallels and stuff. Just be that much better with a logo on it. But, wishful thinking. That's what Fanatics will have to do, I guess. Steven. Here you go, buddy. Yeah. Well, the funny thing was, I really did feel bad for this woman. I was like, half tempted to be like, let me pay for some of it for you, because she did not look like she had the money or the time or the energy even to deal with it. Juan Soto, Unleashed hollow. But you know how, like, when you go to this place, they have like piles of tires in the back. It's like, go in there and find her 4 decent ones you can stick on there. Cabrera, Yelich, and Nate Pearson, rated rookie, pink velocity. 128 of 249 for Michael. And Austin Martin, rated prospect behind that last pack of the break. Merrifield, Crochet, Castillo, and Pete Alonso. All right, guys. Let's do a quick hit recap. I want to thank everyone, as usual, for hanging out. I could not do this without you guys. If you are not in our last break of the evening, which is Bowman Chrome coming up, we will be back on Thursday night. It's not numbered. with, like I said, platinum and Optic again that night. So if you'd like to join us, we would love to have you. Otherwise, please stay safe and stay healthy out there. Just bear with me for un momento. Trying to get these guys divided up accordingly. All righty. All right, guys. I'm going to hit recap for 2021 Donruss Optic third case of break number 4. We did have one hot box, one auto hot box tonight. So we have 3 in our next. We should have 3 in our next 8 boxes. All right, let's go over them. Just the hollows and stuff that I pulled. Sixto Sanchez, the rookie's hollow. Pache rated rookie. Cassis rated prospect. Riley Green rated prospect. Excuse me. Mauricio rated prospect and Alec Baum, the rookies. They're the base Cabrian Hayes, Wander Franco, hollow. Cabrian Hayes, hollow. Torkelson, prospect. Cespedes, hollow. Luis Rodriguez, prospect. Manny Machado, the crisis parallel, not numbered, but it's got toilet paper on it. How much better can it be? Luis Camposano rated rookie to a 125. All right, and red, white, and blue. We had 2 of them, Castillo and Jonathan India. They are to 199. Christian Yelich, Diamond Kings to 50, and Carlos Correa, Diamond Kings to 76. Pink Velocity, Zach Gallen to 249, Contreras to 249. Matt Chapman, Blue Velocity to 99. Nate Bierson, Pink Velocity to 249. Dean Krimmer, hollow. Goldschmidt, red to 60. Tanner Houck, Black Stars to 149. And Matt Chapman, Purple Velocity to 99. All our parallels there. And our autographs for this evening. Christian Javier, base. Trevor Rogers, base. Francisco, hollow, not numbered. And Dalton Jeffries, base. Shirt and Apostle to 75 on the Pink Velocity. Daniel Johnson, also to 125 on the orange. Rafael Marchand for the Phillies to 75. Andres Jimenez for the Mets to 75. Trevor Rogers for Miami to 75. A very delicious Kyber Ruiz to 50. And an Alec Baum Teal Velocity to 35. All right, guys, again, thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back in about 5 or 7 minutes or so for the Bowman Chrome. Again, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. And don't forget, Tuesday night, we're doing the random for the next free break. Please, please, please make sure that your subscriber list is public. If it's set to private, I can't see your name, so you won't be in the random. And that's it. So have a great night. Take care. Bye.